Hey everyone, Dan here. Thought I'd pop on and talk about the newest announcement that you can see right here. Marvel Studios announced this morning a new series called Assembled, or Marvel Studios Assembled, which is basically a documentary series that they plan on airing following each major project. So the first one we're going to get, as you see on the bottom there, Making of WandaVision, is going to focus on the making of WandaVision, and it's going to air on March 12th, which is 1 week after the conclusion of the WandaVision series and before the start of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now, we're going to take a look here at the actual announcement that Marvel made. And they say, now that you've watched the Marvel Cinematic Universe come to life on both the big and small screen, see how it initially came together with Marvel Studios Assembled. The new comprehensive documentary series of specials goes behind the scenes of the shows and movies in the MCU, following the filmmakers, cast and crew, and Marvel heroes every step of the way. Now, this is similar to what Disney did with The Mandalorian, or Star Wars did with The Mandalorian. After the first season, they did an 8-part series that showed, a round table with the directors, a round table with the cast, and also with the crew. A lot of footage and stuff behind the scenes. They did something similar to the second season, but it was just one big episode. And I don't remember what the Disney or what Star Wars called it. It was something specific, but so they have theirs, and it was after the second season. It was just a 1 hour long thing. I believe it was an hour long. I have to double check, but so Disney did that with Star Wars. It makes sense that they're going to do it with the event or with the Marvel. Now it says Assembled will take viewers through productions such as WandaVision, The Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Loki via exclusive on-set footage. Join filmmakers and stars like Scarlett Johansson and Jeremy Renner as they detail the genesis of the Black Widow film and the Hawkeye series. So they're going to do this with the movies and the TV shows. So WandaVision finishes, we're going to get one. Falcon and Winter Soldier, we're going to get one. Black Widow gets on the screen, gets on the big screen finally, we're going to get one of those. So that's pretty cool. So a little documentary thing that normally you wouldn't get until a DVD came out or a Blu-ray came out. I have to get up with the times here. But here we get, they're going to come out on Disney Plus, which I think is great. Arriving on the streaming service shortly after a theatrical release and series completions, Assembled is an immersive and in-depth examination of the next phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe and will arrive soon on Disney Plus. Now, those are a lot of big words to say what I had just said, that they're basically doing a behind-the-scenes documentary. I'm not sure why the words immersive and in-depth examinations are needed, because that's kind of assumed. Anyway, the first episode of Assembled will focus on the critically acclaimed WandaVision. Join Elizabeth Olsen, Paul Bettany, and WandaVision's creative team as the episode pulls back the curtain on this highly groundbreaking series. Learn how the production's surprising concept took shape by drawing the inspiration from classic sitcoms. Witness how the crew went to great lengths to emulate various filmmakers' methods used during the early years of television. Discover the unique challenges and ultimate rewards of performing an entire episode in front of a live studio audience. Now, if they're going to show behind the scenes of that filming, I want to see it for one of the silliest reasons, is that it was, filmed in color or, shot in color, but turned black and white for the thing to air. But to do that, to make it look right in black and white, and I know this as a photographer, you have to, the colors that you want aren't necessarily the colors you use. To make it seem like Vision's face would look very different had he stayed the red magenta color that he is, it wouldn't have looked right on the screen. So they ended up painting him a version of blue. Now, I want to see that. I want to see the blue Vision. Just because there hasn't been any set photos from it. I've seen set photos of I've seen the set in color, but no pictures of Vision in the blue makeup, and I really want to see that. Let's see, where did I pick up? Discover the unique challenges and ultimate rewards of performing in front of a studio audience. Spend time with exciting newcomers to the MCU, such as Teyonah Parris, Catherine Hahn, along with returning favorites like Kat Denning and Randall Park. So they're really hyping this particular one. Assemble the making of WandaVision, premiering on March 12th in an all-encompassing look at Marvel Studios' first and arguably most unusual streaming series. So that's all from Marvel.com. Written by Rachel Page. So that was a good piece. And it pretty much, straightforward what we want to see. We want the behind-the-scenes stuff. Like I said, I want to see Blue Skin Vision. I want to hear about the making of the show and why they went with the sitcoms. And I'd like somebody to explain the commercial in the 6th episode with the shark and the little boy who, dies because he can't get the yogurt container open. I still don't understand that one. But so we're going to get assembled. Now, what's interesting is that week before, in between, I thought maybe we would get new episodes of Marvel Legends. And this isn't saying we won't, but that seemed like a perfect setup. We got an open space there, so let's throw Marvel Legends in there, and we'll get Legends for, Winter Soldier and Falcon. And they did that for Vision and Scarlet Witch, and I thought this would be perfect. So maybe we get both, but now I don't feel as certain that we're going to get that. I hope we do, because I thought they were real helpful for people who may not be completely up on the MCU but want to watch these, like Star Wars fans who buy Disney Plus because of The Mandalorian, and they keep it going, and then found their way into WandaVision. Or I've got a friend who, because she's friends with myself and Rosalinda, has been listening to the podcast we've been doing, and has been watching WandaVision, and over the weekend decided, I'm going to binge watch the MCU, because she hadn't. She'd seen some superhero movies. She'd liked Suicide Squad and Deadpool and stuff like that, but hadn't really gotten deep into the Marvel Universe. So she's doing it chronologically. Started off with Captain America, the Winter Soldier, or First Avenger, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and got through like 5 or 6 movies in the day, and I was really impressed by that. She didn't see the Hulk because that's not on Disney Plus, because of Universal. So I got to figure out a way to help her get to see the Hulk. I can probably just loan her my Blu-ray, my DVD or Blu-ray. See, I do it again. I'm going to keep doing that, but I do have it on Blu-ray, so I can loan it to her. But so we're going to get this. But I'm hoping that Legends they'll run that, because I think just the 7 or 8 minute primer that they did for WandaVision, I think would help a lot. And Rosalinda didn't have the backstory either, so I told her she should watch those, and she said it helped her a lot. So I'm hoping they still do Legends, and maybe we get both Assembled and Legends on March 12th, and then we can go right into Falcon and the Winter Soldier on the 19th. And how many of you out there keep saying the Falcon and the Snowman? I know this is going to be, it's an age thing, but there was a movie in, what was it? Falcon and the Snowman was in 1985, and it starred Timothy Hutton, Sean Penn, Pat Hingle, and Dorian Hayward, even Richard Dysart. So Falcon and the Snowman was an interesting movie because it was Timothy Hutton and Sean Penn. So every time I think of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I think of the Falcon and the Snowman, because that was just burned in my brain. It was a popular movie at the time when it came out in 1985, and it was such a unique title too. I mean, it really made it stick out. And I remember listening or seeing that title and thinking, well, there's a comic book character named the Falcon. Does he have anything to do with it? I was 15 years old. And, so my curiosity was piqued, and I thought, well, it would be the Falcon and the Iceman. That would have been Marvel Comics, but Falcon and the Snowman. So I think I sometimes slip on that when I say the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, as I go with the Falcon and the Snowman. Okay, that's just wondering now, but Marvel Studios assembled the making of WandaVision on March 12th. So maybe an hour long, I would guess, hopefully longer. I am that guy. I'm the guy that watches every extra on the Blu-ray disc, all the makings of, all the behind the scenes, all the animatics, the director comment. Oh, I love director commentaries. Those are just to hear what these filmmakers are talking about. And some of them, I mean, Taika Waititi, it just is entertaining on all of himself. Or if you ever get a chance and you're watching the old Mel Brooks movies, some of them he does commentary on, but it's more recent commentary. So he's telling stories and stuff, but he's also kind of going off on tangents, and it's great. Or probably the best behind the scenes director's cut or commentary track has to be on the oh god, I'm trying to blank on the movie Spinal Tap. The Spinal Tap movie, because it's the actors doing it, but they're doing it in character because it was a fake documentary. They're doing a fake commentary, and it's almost like an entire new movie thing that they're acting as the characters from Spinal Tap, watching the documentary of Spinal Tap instead of the actors watching a movie they made. It is brilliant. So if you ever get a chance to watch that, but I do love these behind the scenes stuff. And I think this is going to be a show where there's a lot of interesting questions, and having a behind the scenes would be really enjoyable. Getting, like I said, blue skinned vision, getting to see some of the stuff is made, how they do some of the practical effects that they did in the earlier episodes instead of the modern day effects, the things on wires and the camera tricks and stuff that they did back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So it'll be interesting to see how they do all that. So I hope it's a long documentary. And I love this idea, and I love the idea of Marvel Assembled. And I'm probably going to watch those like 3 or 4 times each, every time they come out. So, all right, that's pretty much the extent of the video. I just wanted to bring that up today. That's Marvel Assembled, March 12th. Vision and Scarlet Witch, of course, will be a new episode on Friday. It'll be the 7th episode. I will be on Friday morning because I usually watch them at midnight because I'm on the West Coast. I'll have my review of episode 7 early on Friday, hopefully. And then on Sunday, we'll do another Popko the Writer. I still haven't I haven't really looked. I've been kind of off this week, but I get a guest for our show this time, and we'll cover both episodes 6 and 7 because we took the Valentine's night off, but we'll get back to it. So tune in then. Rosalinda, Dan, myself, and our special guests. I have some ideas. I'm going to reach out to a couple people. We'll see how that goes. By the way, if there's any guests you guys want to recommend, please let me know, and I will reach out to them. Because the whole concept is it's writers. So if there's a favorite writer you'd love for us to talk to, reach out, let me know, and we'll see how it goes. Also, I watched this the other night, and I will probably do a review of it, which is Batman's Soul of the Dragon. So you got a review of that coming pretty quick. I'll probably do that tomorrow or the next day. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and have a safe day. Peace.